Ugh, this camera quality has no reason to be this good. Alrighty-roo, guys. Today is Friday, actually, so I'm filming this after this entire week. But I have this really bad habit of never eating a good breakfast. I'll usually just throw something in the microwave if I eat anything at all, so I decided it would be fun for me and also for you if I did a full week of breakfast ideas. I would be lying if I said that I planned these out. Mostly I just laid in bed at like 10 p.m. and was like, shit, what am I gonna have for breakfast tomorrow? And sometimes I thought of it and sometimes I did not, and that's why this is kind of chaotic. But it's cute, it's very fun. I think most of these were pretty easy and pretty quick to do, with the exception of Monday, which I got up extra early for, and it was the first day back from spring break, so I felt like, you know, doing something a little extra would be fun. But most of these are pretty well-rounded meals with like a source of protein, some carbs for energy, not a ton of fruit and vegetables, I will admit. Well, that's a lie. I take that back. There's some fruits and vegetables in here. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling, but no, this is pretty great. Yeah. No, this is pretty great. Eating breakfast is a great experience. I would definitely recommend it. Eat breakfast, kids. First, I'm going to get started on the toast by preheating the oven to 350 degrees. I also made some tea this morning just because I like to drink it. Once the oven is preheated, I put the toast in, and then I put some butter on the pan to start melting it for the eggs. Some mornings I'll have coffee or tea or both, but today I just went with green tea. Once the butter had melted, I poured the eggs in, which I mixed with some garlic, herb, salt, and sriracha. Now putting it all together, I put the eggs on top of the toast, and then I grabbed this little avocado thing that I had from Costco. It's totally optional, but I just like adding texture to my breakfast, and this is like nice and creamy, and it's also avocado, which is good for you and tasty. And then I added some pickled red onions to add, again, another textural element because this is crunchy, and it also adds like a vinegary flavor. I decided not to go with anything spicy this morning just because I have choir first thing during the day and I don't want my voice to be disgusting. But here it is. I'm going to start this off by putting all the ingredients in the blender. First, this frozen fruit, which I believe is like a mango dragon fruit blend that we got from Costco. Next, I'm going to add in yogurt. These are like the Activia strawberry ones, and they're 4 ounces each, so whatever yogurt you should use, 8 ounces of it. Next, I added in some protein powder just to like kickstart my day. This is the Orgain Organic Protein, strawberries and cream flavor, and I just did 1 scoop. Then I turn my blender on low and blend until it's done. This is a great option for when I don't have a ton of time, but I still have a little bit of time and I just want something that's not microwaved, as opposed to yesterday's, which was definitely like I have a lot of time left in the day, but I still think this gives me enough energy to start the day. The waffle mix that I'm using here is the Kodiak cakes, just I think the regular buttermilk flavor, and I'm pretty sure I did a third recipe. I added the pancake mix and then the water and approximated the oil because we didn't have an exact measurement for that. Then I mixed it all together, and I think I did end up adding a little more pancake mix just so it was a thicker consistency. After brushing some oil over the pan, I poured my waffle in and waited for it to cook. The amount I used ended up being enough for 3 waffles, and then I put some butter and syrup on them. This morning, I focused more on making coffee, and that's why what I ate was pretty simple. I just had these egg bites that are from Costco, and I microwaved them. This is because I knew I was going to be at school for a lot of hours today, like 13 hours, and I put a preference instead on caffeine. But then I added some of this truff sauce, and I only put it on one because it was too much, and I ended up rubbing them together. Not me making breakfast at 10:15. I must be a meal planner. So first, obviously, I added some oats. We really didn't have a ton left, so that's why I added more of the other ingredients than usual, but it worked. Like, it tasted alright. Well, that's nice. Then I added some golden milled flaxseed. I guess I did like the usual amount of this one, just because it has a very powerful flavor, but it's good for you, and I think it's pretty tasty. Then I did peanut butter, and I did do more of this than usual. I think after the video cuts, I added in another spoonful, but this just helped to make it like a thicker, more oatmeal-like consistency, if that makes any sense. Dog, why am I holding that jar so weird? Okay, then I added in some craisins just to give it like a sweeter flavor because I didn't add in any honey or brown sugar or anything like that. And it's fruit, allegedly. Then I just added in some spices, you know, like classic cinnamon and nutmeg, because they're tasty, and I think they work for all seasons, but you can change it up if you feel so inclined. I just like these personally. At this point, I added in some more water because the peanut butter was just so thick. And here's where we have the really fun disgruntled expressions that I'm making, which is iconic. I am way too tired on Thursday nights for anyone's bullshit. I'm gonna be real with you, this oatmeal is like 2% oats. Whatever! Then I just put it in the fridge to sit overnight, and the camera focuses in on the wrong thing. That's cute.